What is up, tube users? I am the Stereotypical Gamer, and welcome to a new series entitled
Refund or Replay.
Wow, that was really something. Yes, this is a new series called Refund or Replay, where we look at new games, old games, any games that I haven't played before, just games, and we see if they're good enough to replay or refund. And today we are taking a look at a game that is swiffering the nation right now. One of the top selling games on Steam. Breath of the what? No, that's not it. Digimon? No. Pokemon? No. Hang on. What is this game called? Palworld. And so we start this game off like any survival game ever created, by punching trees to get wood. And now I probably have enough wood to craft the basic starting utensils I need, but my stubbornness tells me that this tree has got to go, and go it will become. This is just a message to all the other trees out there that they are not safe. Next, we get into the juicy part of this game, crafting different items to make everything die faster. I don't care if it's trees, if it's stones, if it's pals.
Everything will burn.
Sorry, that's just the demon voices inside my head. They come out every now and then. Now that I got a baseball bat signed by Mickey Mantle to protect myself, it's time to go on to the next step. Punching a rock until I break it into tiny little pieces to make axes and pickaxes, to do everything faster and destroy everything. And while yes, I probably could have just punched this rock a couple of times to get enough stone that I need to make a pickaxe to make this whole experience a lot faster, my stubbornness got the better of me, and I just had to use my fist to break this rock down. I had no other choice. The greed of just punching over and over and over again was actually very satisfying, I must say. But just the sheer amount of punching, grinding this stone down, just showing it who's boss, who is the real hardened true hero of this land. That's what I came here to do. And this rock is just getting in my way. And yes, I could have done this faster and easier, but this is to show them a lesson that my fists do the talking for me, and there's nothing they can do about it. Now we get into the survival aspect of this game, and I knew I was going to get hungry at some point, and boy, these chickens looked delicious. So instead of capturing them, I decided to kill them because, I don't know, they just looked at me funny, and oh my god, they just looked so succulent and tasty. And could I have used them to help me out in my base, fixing different things, building different stuff, maybe making a berry farm for more sustainable food? Absolutely. But that is not what I'm about. This guy is all about protein for survival. And what better protein than just plain bland chicken with no flavoring whatsoever. Cats, on the other hand, I have a lot of respect for, so I decided to beat this guy down just to show him a lesson, show him who's boss, and then capture him. And I will love this cat forever. I shall name him Fluffy, and he shall be mine and do thy bidding. Now, with all of that out of the way, it was time to get back to surviving this harsh and cruel world by building a base in an area and surviving through the night. If survival games have taught me anything, you need to build a base before it grows dark. Otherwise, you're basically screwed. So we start building stuff. I don't even know what I'm building here. Some sort of Pokemon capture thing, or sorry. Palworlds. That's right, Palworlds. We don't want to get sued. Now it's time to build a chest to put all my useless junk in that I definitely will never use.
And slaughter all of these pal creatures that encroach on my newfound lands.
Now with my bloodthirst finally sated, it was time to upgrade my base and finally build a actual shelter to live in. I wanted to build a nice and peaceful cottage to just relax in after a long day of slaughtering countless trees, countless pieces of rock, and countless pals. I just needed a place to relax, and I needed wood for this, so it was time to get back to the slaughter of trees. And while I definitely didn't need all of this wood at this current time to build the small base that I was building, it was just a matter of teaching these trees a lesson that none of them are safe for my wrath, and even if I am satiated on all the wood that I have, it will never be enough. And so we get back to building this peaceful cottage, and I think it really came together pretty well. I think the wood textures were just right. The window placements were absolutely fabulous with the stunning view that this area gives me, and just a perfect 2x2 building. It just brings me back to playing Minecraft, brings me back to playing insert survival game here. It's just so great and so perfect. And as a final touch, I needed to place one of the roofs out of position just to infuriate anyone with OCD. And while yes, I do have OCD myself, and it will infuriate me, it's more about sending the message that nothing escapes my wrath, even myself. And after a bit more farming, it was time to start building things for my survival of the night. First, I had to build a campfire to cook the food that I had, because I guess in this game food will spoil eventually, which is a mechanic that you don't see a lot, especially in survival games. So that was really cool to see that. Just making some of these delicious, juicy lamb kebabs. I decided not to go for the chicken. I wanted to go for the lamb tonight because it just sounded better. I went out to do a little bit more scavenging, and I came across this shiny object, thinking it was a diamond or something useful, but it turned out just to be an egg. So now, with all of the things that we needed to survive the first night, we decided to hurry up cooking the lamb kebabs. I thought it was an interesting mechanic that you can just kind of leave it, it will slow cook over time, or you can actually go work and just keep constantly tossing the kebabs to make it cook faster. Somehow that works, but I'm not going to question it. Finally, it was time to go to bed after a long day of countless slaughters of just every animate and inanimate object. And I feel completely well rested after the brutal slaughter of everything, and I'm ready to do it again. So it turns out that there's actually NPCs that you can talk to that have guns, which is a little bit terrifying. And this was one that I just kind of skipped over at the start, and I accidentally swung at her, which I definitely didn't mean to. And then it just turned into a GTA kind of heist where these police just started showing up, and I was overcrumbered because that lady gave me some supplies to help me out, and I didn't have the space for it, so I tried and slowly run back to my chest to store some stuff. And I was not expecting there to be NPCs to talk to, let alone give me stuff that is actually useful, but then to accidentally swing at them and get the police called and them just have guns to destroy me. Try and destroy him here, and it didn't turn out so well, and I ended up dying. And yeah, that's the end of my first Palworld journey. And so now it is time to decide if this is a refund or replay type of game, and I definitely think it's a replay game. I had a blast playing it, and I will definitely be playing again. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.